Certified meteorologist Katie Walls. And Katie, it'll be a beautiful weekend to head out to the Roberto Clemente Park.
Absolutely. Picture perfect weather-wise. You really don't have to worry about any wet weather getting in the way of plans during the day. So that's good news. We do have wet weather coming in Sunday night now, but that cold front kind of slowed down. So that's why I'm not so much worried about wet weather on Sunday itself. However, one thing we've been talking about, fog. That is going to be a hiccup for a lot of morning plans, both Saturday into Sunday. Before we talk about that, let's take you live outside right now. Live look, traffic flowing along smoothly from our France Eye Care Tower camera. So here we are looking live at I-75, kind of looking out toward RSW, and visibility is looking great. Right now, we still have some decent winds out there, but once those winds start to taper off here in the next hour or so, that's when we could start to see some of those areas of fog develop, especially because we have so much moisture ahead of that approaching front. Tonight, that front producing wet weather for our friends up toward the north, much needed rain along the I-10 corridor. Eventually, we'll start to see some of that wet weather move in here, but really not until after sunset on Sunday. So we'll stay mainly dry and warm Saturday as well as during the daylight period of Sunday. But morning fog, that's my biggest concern, honestly, for Saturday and Sunday mornings, so just a heads up. Now, as for the wet weather, it does look like those showers will be clearing out early on Monday. And then cooler temperatures move in Monday afternoon. So if you're craving a cool down, maybe instead of the mid-80s, you're craving the mid-70s. Well, we have that in that 7-day forecast, and you can expect that generally from Monday through Thursday. But as for this evening, partly cloudy skies are expected, developing fog even as early as 10 o'clock. We can start to see some of those foggy spots develop. And then I do suspect there will be some areas of dense fog for tomorrow morning. And when I talk about dense fog, that means visibility dropping to a quarter mile or less. So that's when you really start to see the slowdowns on the roadways. So if you are heading out before 9 o'clock, please travel with caution. Otherwise, the fog clears out after 9. Lots of sunshine right here around 12 noon. Warm southerly winds driving up the heat, driving up the humidity. We can expect mid-80s as we step into your Saturday afternoon. Partly cloudy skies right here around 4 o'clock from Estero up through Fort Myers, stretching up through Punta Gorda and Port Charlotte. For our friends up here in Venice, could see a spotty rain shower here late in the day, but at this point, very isolated and generally focused for our friends up toward the north. Again, developing fog Saturday night, early on Sunday. And then as we head through most of the day on Sunday, those warm southerly winds will be kicking up a notch, 10 to 15 miles per hour, continuing to drive in the heat and humidity. It's really going to be on the more humid side for sure on Sunday, directly ahead of that approaching front. But right here at 4 o'clock, still expecting mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Then after sunset, that's when that wet weather will start to move in. Most of us will be in bed. You won't be affected, but especially after midnight, that's when we'll start to see those scattered showers and storms move through. By 7 a.m., most of the rain should be clearing out. Now, this is based upon our latest high-resolution forecast here from the Fox 4 Weather Center. We update this model for you every 6 hours. So, of course, that timing will continue to be updated. So be sure to tune in to Fox 4 and fox4now.com. That way you can get the latest information on the timing of that rainfall. But I'm cautiously optimistic we won't see too major in the way of impacts for the Monday morning commute. Heading into your Monday afternoon, winds will have shifted. Following that front, they'll become more northerly, driving in that cooler and drier air. As for how much rainfall we could potentially pick up across southwest Florida, our latest model's a bit higher compared to where they have been. That's a good thing. We could all truly use that wet weather, especially considering we're all in moderate drought. Generally expecting a half up to 1 inch in the rain gauge at this point. And the good news, too, your threat for strong severe storms will stay very limited. So as for tomorrow morning, we'll start things off on the warm side, about 10 degrees above normal in Fort Myers. Mid to upper 60s. Fog is expected. Partly cloudy for tomorrow afternoon, pushing into the mid-80s, but again running about 5 degrees above normal. And for our boaters out there, light southerly winds expected tomorrow, 5 to 10 knots. Should be great weather for your Saturday to get out on the water. And then look at next week, much cooler with those morning lows in the mid-50s, highs in the middle 70s.